Hello Internet, welcome back to RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. I should be recording some other stuff I think, but like this game, I'm probably, so just as a point of reference, it's currently Monday, like November 4th, but I'm imagining that this video would not go up until like the 15th or 16th. That's how much I've been recording RollerCoaster Tycoon. So we're going to pick ourselves a new scenario. From what I understand, Amity Airfield, Fungus Woods, and Gravity Gardens are three of the harder parks unless you do very specific things. So, like, pretty sure Gravity Gardens, since we have a park value of 500,000, I believe rides decrease in value over time, and it's based almost exclusively, that value is based on their stats, the ride stats. So, like, the best way to do this is just to spam really tiny coasters over and over and over and over until you get that all the way up. And that seems pretty boring, honestly. So I think, and we don't really want to do beginner parks. I think we can't unlock new parks until we complete more in this list. But I thought we would take a moment to check out some of these other expansions. So if you don't know this game, I'm playing the GOG version, which is the Triple Thrill Ride or something like that pack, which there should be a link in the description down below if you're interested, by the way, in every one of these videos. But it comes with these expansions that came with this game. So we have the Wacky Worlds expansions, which looks like it's themed around various locations in the world. We have Time Twister, which looks like it's time travel-y, based on different eras in history. Real Parks, I think this was included in the core game because I seem to remember having this kind of stuff when I was a kid. And I guess it's just based on the real Six Flags parks. That sounds pretty boring. And then build your own Six Flags. Yeah, no thank you. Product placement. Let's, Time Twister, Dark Age Robin Hood. Wealthy from the liberate wealth from the rich and distribute it to the needy. You and your merry men have decided to build a theme park in Sherwood Forest, and our goal is to achieve a monthly income from ride tickets of at least $1,000. Now, I'm going to be honest, that would probably take me about one 20-minute episode. That sounds pretty boring. Let's, local members of the Battle Reenactment Society, rather serious about their hobby, they've entrusted you with the job of constructing a Dark Age theme park on the grounds of Cliffside Castle. To have at least 1,500 guests in your park, you cannot let your park rating drop below 700 at any time. In our last playthrough, we did the Bumble Bazaar, whatever it was called. We had a park rating of 999, so I don't think that park rating is a huge bit of relevance. I also think that park only got up to around 1,000 guests. So I think that this is a good park for us because it will take us several episodes to build up our guest numbers. I mean, I guess it depends on what we start with. And the rating is pretty much irrelevant unless there's some special stuff going on. I think this is a good one. We're going to go with the Dark Age. Oh, it's a proper castle. 1,500 guests. Park rating cannot be below 700. So let's, once again, always check out the map first. Oh, stupid panning, I forgot. It is an enormous castle, which is going to restrict our movements a little bit because we cannot tunnel through these walls. We would have to manually remove scenery until we could put a ride through here. So we are a little bit of a confined space. I see knights. Are these animatronic? Do they move? Or are they real people? I guess they're animatronics. Interesting. Pathing also looks to be a little bit much. We're going to want to cut down. My instinct, honestly, is to bulldoze most of this scenery so that we can start building there. And unlike the Bazaar, we actually have a very limited area to work with. In the Bazaar, we had this huge desert. And this is a much smaller area. We have two park entrances, but they come from the same place. Yeah, my instinct is to bulldoze all of this to get cash because you get cash back for bulldozing scenery. We start with 0 guests. Is our park even open? Let's get rid of the bulldoze thing. Let's check our park. Costs $10 to enter. I feel like in our previous playthroughs, we have foregone an admission price and gone with ride prices that are very high instead. And I think we would like to do that again. So free admission, 0 guests. The park is, we're not allowed to close the park, I guess, which is interesting. But let's try to hold off on bulldozing scenery immediately. Instead, let's cut down on some of these paths. I mean, we don't need to get rid of all the paths. We can just put down do not enter signs. I don't love the scenery. Yeah, I don't love the scenery. Let's address our paths. Let's just bulldoze some paths. We don't need kids going all the way over here. I also don't like, let's get rid of a lot of the paths. Are we getting money from this? Very small amounts of money. The reason we're going to get rid of the paths is because I would like to put the rides in these nooks and crannies, and it's built right up alongside the wall, which I don't like. So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to rotate so we can see a little bit better. I don't really know what these things are. Oh, no. Oh, it's underground? Yeah, I definitely don't want them going underground. I don't like that. Go to underground view? There's nothing down there? Okay. Okay, no underground view. Let's get rid of these paths. I keep clipping the castle. Maybe I should have done this differently. We don't really want kids going in here. You know what? We're just going to bulldoze it. I mean, I was going to hold on to it, but I don't want it. It's in the way. I don't want it. Okay. So we've done that. Let's clear this out. And let's go to a smaller... Let's slowly remove these paths. Let's not be completely foolish about this and ruin these paths. I don't know if these underground paths go somewhere. I don't like the scenery. I don't like it. I know it's the whole point of this one is to have this scenery, and I don't care for it. Let's get rid of this. Building stuff. Yeah, look at this network of paths that would have just led to all of our guests being lost in there. I really hate that. Let's go ahead and clear this out. You know, I feel bad doing it, but... Oh, you can toggle what exactly it clears? Okay. So this is just like gravel or something. Let's get rid of this nonsense. Yeah, maybe that's against the spirit of things, but I really don't like a lot of that. And we got $8,000 from it, so that's pretty good. No transport rides. I'm wondering if the rides are going to be themed. Fighting Knights Dodgem Cars. Riders joust on horse-themed Dodgem cars. So it's like bumper cars, but jousty. Fair bit of roller coasters. Only one thrill ride, which is built up to be a trebuchet. Pretty interesting as far as things go. My computer is whirring, which usually means it's using a ton of CPU. I don't know what to make of that. Maybe it's all these little animated bits. But like, this is a super old game. I can't imagine that's a problem for my computer. Let's get rid of this. Let's just get rid of all of it, because I don't know if that's what's causing the problem. But yeah, just get rid of it. We don't need it. We don't need it. We'll build our own stuff. We will make some theming and whatnot. You know, that was part of the reason I wanted to do this, was so that I could, you know, make things a little bit themed. I hate that there's a green park that looks basically like grass. Why don't we go cobblestones in this playthrough? And we'll start building rides immediately. So let's build the trebuchet. Seems like a pretty interesting ride. We'll put the entrance here and the exit here. Open this baby up, and we'll put down some paths. Is this the cobblestone? Of course not. This path. Okay, we'll use this one to build out our paths so that it matches with the stuff that's already here. Can't get to the entrance. Yes, I know. I'm addressing that as we speak. There we built the trebuchet ride. Can we set ride prices? Like, we have park entry. Can we... Okay, pause the game. So, unfortunately, we cannot charge per ride. And what that means is we're going to have to charge massive amounts for the park entry fee. Now, I saw in an online video that in the one particular scenario, guests almost always come in with about $50. This kid only came in with $40, so the max I feel comfortable charging at the moment is $40. Because it was free to enter, and he came in and he only has $40. So we're going to really need to bump up these admission prices, and our income is going to be very heavily focused on kids coming in and out of the park. So, for instance, we're not going to open ATMs here because we don't want kids to be able to refill their money, and because then they won't leave. If they're broke, if we charge them basically all the money they have when they come to the park, it'll reduce shop sales, but it will hopefully incentivize them to go home when they get hungry and whatnot. In fact, we may not place any shops at all so that they're incentivized to leave. I don't know. It would lower their happiness, I would think, which would lower our park rating, which would be very bad. In fact, our park rating is very low, so I'm not sure why. Let's pause. We need a park rating of 700, but it's already below 700. Maybe it doesn't account for like the first year or something. Okay, let's build some bumper cars out here. We will, oh, we don't want to sink it into the wall. We'll build them over here where there's a little bit more space. Cannot construct while paused. I did see there's a cheat option that lets you construct while paused, but it is in the cheat menu, so I thought I would forego that just because, like, if it's listed as a cheat, I don't want to cheat. You know, even if it's not really cheating, let's not do this. Let's make our path further down so we have a little bit more space to work with here. Okay, gentle ride. Mace. I mean, because we're not earning income from these crappy rides, I think it's just something for the kids to do. And I think it's perfectly fine to place these like this. We should, I mean, we're not going to be able to fit anything else in here anyway. So we're just going to build this here. There's going to be a blank space there. That's fine. Go ahead and build a path. Great, we've got a couple rides, which should hopefully keep the kids happy. I did not demolish all these paths here, so we just have children wandering in this greenery. Let's get rid of the paths. Get rid of these green paths. I hate that there's paths that look like the grass. That's just terrible. Let's cut everything off. Make sure there's no kids in here stuck. Yeah, let's get rid of this nonsense. Just because. Let's expand this considerably. I also just saw a video online that said guests will pay any price for an umbrella as long as it's raining. So like you can set the price for your umbrella as high as it will go and kids will still pay it. So we're probably going to be abusing that at some point. In fact, it is raining. Why don't we build an information kiosk? We'll put it right here at the entrance. We're probably going to narrow this down to one path just to funnel kids a little bit better. I pressed the wrong button. Great. And we'll set the umbrella price to $20. Because I believe that's the maximum you can set. $150. Yeah, 20 is the maximum. So I don't know if that's a bug or if that's intentional, but hopefully that will drive a little bit more traffic. And in fact, we will narrow this path down to one lane to make the kids more likely to go by the information kiosk. And we'll go ahead and see these castles, like they're in the way. I can't actually see through scenery. There we go. Oh God, I hate this. I hate that there are paths intertwined in the scenery. Thank goodness we cut that off because that is just awful. Go ahead. Well, we're deleting scenery. Okay, well, you would think see-through scenery would mean you can click through the scenery as well. That is not the case. So turn that off. Yeah, we are erasing the castle. This is going to be a very ugly playthrough, I think, is what's going to happen here. We'll throw down some restrooms as well. And we'll do food and drink quickly. Chicken nuggets, great. Open, yep. And we'll do drinks. Toffee apple, no, I need drinks. Lemonade stall, lemonade market stall. Themed stall selling old style fresh lemonade. That seems to be more thematic to what we're doing here. Gentle ride of a maze, we've already been locked into that, so that's okay. Let's look at what else we can place down gentle ride wise. Already built that. Car ride or circus. I mean, the circus did okay in our last park, and it fits the theming here. So we'll go ahead and, I mean, we really don't want to take up all that important real estate there. We'll go ahead and build it on this side, I think. And we'll just do, entrance and exit. Open, and then we will get rid of this path here. Bug off, child. And we'll put this on the main path. Great. Okay. And we'll do this real quick. Here we go. Great. So we can't charge for any ride at all. Whew, that's going to be a real problem because our money makers in every other previous scenario have been the roller coasters. Let's look at what we've got in the realm of coasters. We do have some modern ones, which is great. I thought it would be all wooden roller coasters, which would be a problem. Inverted hairpin. Cars run beneath a zigzagging track with hairpin turns and sharp drops. That sounds awful. Compact inverted coaster. This was the one in the last playthrough that did not have a powered launch mode. And then a junior roller coaster is one that can also be relatively small and compact, but it does not have a launch function. Warning, the park rating is below 700. You have 3 weeks to raise the park rating. I mean, I literally don't know how when we basically have nothing to work with. Park rating, I mean, it's $10 to get in, which is perfectly reasonable. Thoughts? Clean and tidy, good value. I'm not thirsty, I'm tired. We should put some benches down. I really wish you could construct while paused. Really don't understand why you can't construct while paused. Seems like a really poor game design choice. Like, were they worried that you were gonna, like, in this single player game where you can basically do whatever you want, were they worried you were gonna, like, abuse it and end up being some super powerful god creature, you know? Like, what is the fear there? What is the problem with making it so you can construct while paused? I don't get it. Put down, we should have used themed trash cans. We're not going to go back and undo all that we already did because it's a little tedious. Same with the benches. Do we have castle theming? No benches though, huh? Okay. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's a wood bench. It's not like it's anachronistic or anything. Unpopular rides, unfortunately. Not doing so hot over here. Circus has a little bit of attention. Let's build our first coaster, I think. We're going to go junior, and we're going to try to make it relatively small. Although I'm generally very, very bad at making small rides. This does have a booster, so we don't necessarily need to make an incline hill. We need to make this somewhere that it can connect later. We'll do this, and then we'll go over the circus. Park rating is below 700. You have 2 weeks. Man, I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing the best I can here. Booster. Can we incline the booster? We cannot. So we'll just go to max speed for a couple tracks here, and then we'll head up. Not soon enough. Okay. Yeah, we'll do our best here. I don't know if we're gonna... Still too low, huh? Okay, let's back this up. We'll do it from here. New ride attraction, the maze. Okay. Booster, booster, booster. Up. Still too close. God, I hate you so much. Go up. Okay. We'll level out. We'll hit them with a couple more boosters, just in case we didn't get our speed very high to begin with. Then we will level out. We'll go to a banked curve. We'll do a helix up small. We'll come back. Nope. Go. Nope. Straight. Level out. Drop it down. Great. Level out. How's our rating? 669. I mean, I don't really know what to do about this. So we are getting kids that are paying $20 for umbrellas, which is pretty funny. Let's throw down a maze. Kids did seem to like the maze in our previous playthrough. We went with the desert one. We'll go with the spiral hedges for this one because it is a, you know, like dark age theming. Park rating is still below. Yes, I know. Goodness, just leave me alone, man. I get it. Oh, it's just a little bit too big here. Let's bulldoze this path. I don't know what to do about the park rating, so it is just going to be whatever it is. And if we fail, we'll start over. Let's rotate. Entrance and exit. Great. Open. There's no queue. Actually, this is probably a mistake. Close it. Demolish it. Yes. Should have built it further back. I mean, I just got to trust that it's just because we started with a low rating and that we'll get up as we go. Because we do want a little bit of a queue here. Let's pause the game. 6:30. Why did my rating go down? I don't understand. I've done nothing wrong. I've given you places to sit. I've built rides. We have like a week. We're going to lose. Park rating. How do you increase your park rating? Clean paths, which we have. Scenery, which we have in abundance. I assume it contributes to your park rating. Let's see if we can really quickly finish the coaster. Let's go to, yeah, normal speed. See if we can really finish the, like, quickly finish the coaster. Maybe that will give us a benefit here. No, turn. Great, connect to the station. Excellent. Exit, entrance, exit, open, open. Open it quickly. Ride. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, kids. You love the park, don't you? It's a great park. 698, we're so close. Come on now, help me out. And we'll open the maze as well. Maybe I just didn't build things quickly enough. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Maybe because I spent time at the beginning of the thing to demolish all the scenery. Maybe that was a mistake. 60 cents. I mean, 7. Okay, so we're above. So I believe that if you get your park rating above, what is this mess? What is happening? Oh, it's not boosting enough to go up. Of course. Let's, instead of this, let's back this up, and we'll build station back here. Station. And then we will demolish the front station to make this more boosters. And we'll test that. Test. Need an exit, of course. Test. What's our park rating? 776. Okay. Did you make it? Kind of. I mean, it looks not exciting at all. Yeah, this thing looks terrible. But we're not as concerned with our values now because we don't need to charge huge amounts for this ride. So really, as long as the ride makes it, I'm pretty okay with it. Let's look at the stats. Medium, high, medium. Yeah, that sounds fine. That sounds fine. Let's open this back up. I was going to say so we can start making money, but that's not really how this works, is it? We don't make money from the rides. Okay. Someone, I think I saw online, it says that you can basically charge about $10 entry fee per roller coaster that you have. I don't know how accurate that is, but we're going to keep this price a little lower, at least for a while we sort of get the park working for us. This is not the best coaster in the world, but it is an acceptable coaster. If I really wanted to boost it, I would put a helix down over here and then connect it. But I think that this is fine for what it is. We'll start throwing in some scenery. Dark Age themery. Theming, not themery. What is themery? I have no idea. Put some archery targets out here for the kiddos. These flags wave in the wind, which I don't know if that... Oh, you know what? Maybe it wasn't my CPU I was hearing my fans were. I think maybe it was the heater behind me. Forgot I had a heater on in the background. We'll just put some miscellaneous garbage here. Great. We will... I mean, we really don't need to work up the excitement that much. I just don't care about it. I don't think that it's a particularly big deal when we basically already don't have income from the ride anyway. So what did we unlocked the maze, that's right. So what are we working on now? Designing a gentle ride. We're already locked into the gentle ride, unfortunately. I never cleared these out. I don't want anything but the thrill rides, the gentle rides, and the coasters, I think. Man, this thing sucks. Okay. We have a lot of throughput on this ride. It's just that the ride is basically trash. Sorry about my throat. Selling some umbrellas, great. I mean, as long as the kids have the money, they'll spend them on the umbrellas, I guess. We could upgrade this a little bit, but I think that the cost is probably going to impact our rating. I imagine if we charge too much for it, that will make them unhappy. How are we doing on thoughts? Good value. I want to go in something more thrilling than Fighting Knights, Dodgem cars. Something more thrilling. Something more thrilling. I'm not hungry. Circus 1 was great. It's raining. Queuing for Mace Ride 1 for ages, which is this thing. Okay, I mean, it is a longer queue, but it's also like a crap ride, so I don't really get why that's so. Space rings. We can't adjust the rotation or anything. You can adjust the number of rings. Guest per chair. I mean, because we have this specialty thing, it increases a lot of the stats of this ride, so that's pretty cool. The queue is a little long. I really don't know what to do about that. And unfortunately, with the rides we have, the only real expansion we can do any further is with rides we build ourselves. Yeah, I'm not really thrilled with that. The River Rapids thing didn't go super well last time we built one. We could build another coaster, but none of these are like super compact. This one says compact, but like we still have to build the reverse launch hill and stuff. Why don't we do that? We'll build. Actually, we should probably call the episode. Unfortunately, we didn't get a whole lot done. It's ugly because we removed a lot of the scenery, but I really felt like that space would be at a premium and that was worthwhile. So yeah, we're gonna call the episode here. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll be back with more RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 in the near future, and I'll see you in the next episode.